Here we are to play ball. Once again, here at the War Eagles Complex, War Eagles Field, the Champions Complex here at Landmark Christian School. Landmark, with the record of 3-5, takes on the Westlake Lions.
Profanity, degrading remarks, and intimidating actions directed at officials or competitors will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the event site.
We should have a good game here. War Eagles really need a win. They've lost the last 3 games by 1 run, which does not have Coach Phil happy, nor the players, as he spoke to them rather sternly today. Now let's see what kind of impact that makes on them.
We also changed the mojo by going to the third base dugout.
That's very true.
Of course, that'll make the big difference.
Well, we've done that once before.
So as you can tell, that's right.
And it seemed to help a little last year.
I'm not going to argue with the point.
So starting pitcher today is Austin Brown. So Austin's going to start us off on as the hurler. Ethan Sewell is once again behind the plate. Nolan Bryant, first base.
Starting at first base,
Seth Young.
22, Nolan Bryant.
There at second base.
Starting at second base, number 10, Seth Young.
Joshua Nobles is the shortstop.
Starting at shortstop,
and Ben Baggett, third base.
Nobles. Starting at third base, number 27, Ben Baggett.
Reed Kemp.
Starting in right field, number 25, Will Walters.
That's Will Walters.
Number 1, Jordan Wren.
Number 25, Will Walters.
Right field, number 15, Reed Kemp.
No, that is Reed in right field. Reed's in right field. Jordan Wren is the center fielder. And we've got Will Walters starting in left field. So Coach Field shook it up just a little bit there. The infield remains the same. But he brought Will Walters in to start off this game.
We're going to have a chart. We'll be changing a few things up here. Give me 1 second.
So we're getting ready to start here at 5:31, pretty much on time, at 55 degrees here.
Number 1, Mr. Boyce.
With Boyce starting off the lineup here for the Westlake Lions.
It's twins, and I think it's Malcolm, but I can't read my own writing. I'm pretty sure. Malcolm and then Montre. So, anyway, apologize for that. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to War Eagle Stadium. Myself, Mike McKinney, as well as the man of the hour, Derek Nobles, is with us here in the press box. He is manning the scoreboard as well as half the mic duties. Chaffin Young is out running the ship. He is stirring the drink, so to speak, and driving the wagon for us outside here in the camera, as we've got a new camera perch posted out here on the landing, which is kind of cool. I walk up and look, and I'm like, my God, somebody cut the fence. And then I realize there's plexiglass up.
And we can thank Mr. Cusimano for that
as he runs the count full 3-2 on Mr. Boyce. We're trying to catch up on a few things here. Austin Brown, 3-2 count coming from the windup. Ball was slightly behind him, so that'll be for a walk.
Now batting number 5, the left fielder, Montre Boyce.
So it looks like they have the twins batting 1 and 2. You know, I've seen these two boys work out in speed training. They're both very, very fast. So
okay,
you take a look at it. Make sure you watch them on the base path.
Coach Will has obviously knows both the kids from over at Westlake. With Coach Will being a lay coach here at Landmark, he teaches at Westlake on a full-time basis.
Yeah, I think we started playing them after he came over to coach in football and baseball.
Right. Bouncer up the middle to Josh Nobles. Josh flips it to Seth for 1. Across, not in time. Pulls Nolan off the bag. So we get 1. Get the lead runner to keep the force on. Nice little turn there. The ball was a slow roller. Had to hurry because, like I said, both those Boyce kids have great speed.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2.
As the center fielder, Jamal Walton, steps into the plate.
Why have I heard that name before?
I think he was there last year.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure, but once again, we got the force up about a 3-hopper to Josh at short, so it was going to be a hard turn anyway. But again, we got the force, which is a good thing. Line back up the middle for a base hit. Boyce comes around second as Jordan gets the ball back in. Oh, boy. It's been a long day. And we're going to be short-handed one today because Brooks Austin is on the senior trip to Washington, D.C. They leave this evening. So, you know how that's. So we'll be. I'm not sure who the DH is for the day.
Number 16 steps in.
T.J. Reese.
T.J. Reese. T.J. A number of these boys used to play middle school baseball with Joshua. Actually, it's not middle school, but Little League baseball. Joshua. Most of them came out of the Sandtown farm system there.
Okay. I remember playing them. Well, not me personally, but
I was going to say, how old are you again?
That's true, exactly. I don't want to disclose my age. Pitches inside in the dirt. Ethan fires down the third base. As Boyce comes into third, sliding hard, beats the throw. Runner at first stays. So now we got runners on the corners with one out. We're also joined up in the press box here by the athletic department diva, Miss. What's your name again, lady? I'm just kidding. Miss Marcia Burdette.
Miss Marcia Burdette, the AD.
Correct.
Athletic diva.
Coach Brantley is the athletic director, but Miss Burdette is actually the athletic diva and the brains behind the outfit, so to speak.
Bus driver.
She can do it. She can do it all. And she has a son in the Ivy League.
Who's a senior.
No, junior.
Junior this year, that's right.
So.
And Eric used to play baseball for the War Eagles when he was here. I guess at Harvard he elected to focus on his studies rather than play baseball, which is always a smart thing to do.
Miss Burdette doesn't have much to say.
Yeah, but we're very proud of Eric. Eric is up there majoring in philosophy, is it? And he's carrying a 3.2 grade point average.
What's he wanting to major? I mean, philosophy, what's he wanting to do?
He wants to go into
law school. Okay.
Law school, yeah.
All right, back to the ball game here. As we got one out, we had a little equipment error with the base over at third base. So we got the count is 2-0 against Mr. Reese. One out, runners on the corners. Austin getting himself into a little bit of a bind here. Let's see what we can do to get out of it. Had an opportunity for a double play, but the speedy base runners did not give us the opportunity to do that.
Well, we still have an opportunity with the runner at first and second open. So.
This is true. It's going to be hit hard and fast.
Yeah.
Next pitch, down in the dirt, 3-0. Austin needs to battle back here. A beautiful afternoon here at War Eagle Stadium. I believe there's will be a girls' soccer game that'll be going on over at Garwood. That's going on as we speak. Next pitch, down low, 4 straight balls, and he walks in, bases loaded with one out, with Mr. Jamar Williams coming to the plate.
Now batting the third baseman, number 8, Jamar Williams.
These Westlake boys have some pretty good size to them. They're not scrawny guys.
First pitch from Austin in for a strike, 0-1. As Austin looks in to get his sign from Ethan. Comes set in the next pitch. Ball is hit to the gap in left center field. That'll be down for at least one. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in as he strolls into second with a stand-up double. So Westlake strikes first, scoring 2 runs off a gap and double. Mr. Williams strolls into second. We got runners at second and third with 1 out, with Tyler Wilcher coming up.
That was a good-looking hit right in the gap. There's nothing that the War Eagle outfielders could do about that one. It was square in the gap. But they got it in quick enough where only 2 runs were able to score for the Lions.
Austin's curveball is not quite curving. It's kind of hanging just a little bit.
Well, it looks like somebody's up in the up there warming up in the bullpen for the War Eagles. Number 20, I think that's Scott Smith.
Scott had a short outing yesterday.
So he should be fresh.
Foul off to the right-hand side. We have a target this afternoon outside the right field fence. For those of you that are into that, we have a minivan sitting in the foul ball zone. Next pitch from Austin.
Inside.
1-1. Once again, looks like he's trying to snap it off, but it ain't breaking. It's just hanging out there. So, not sure if he's having a little control issues starting out the game this early. Maybe a little cool weather with his hands. Outside, 2-1.
I was watching Tyler warm up on the mound there. I think he's going to pitch. He was throwing pretty hard there.
Right. Very humble kid, though. Nice kid. I stopped and talked to him for just a moment.
Yeah, he's a great kid.
Before the game started.
Joshua used to play T-ball with Tyler.
Two-hopper as Josh comes home, gets the runner caught in a rundown.
We got a rundown here.
Got the base runner going back to third out.
But the runner at second advances to third.
The runner, right. Everybody still moves up, and the batter ends up at second. So we got two down now with runners at second and third, with Bryant Hintz coming to the plate.
Now by the right fielder, number 11, Bryant Hintz.
Rather strange change of events there on the rundown. But we got 2 outs we've got 2 outs. We kept another run from scoring. As Mr. Hintz stands in. Austin apparently didn't like the sign, so gets Ethan to go back through him one more time for him. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
It's a good-looking off-speed pitch there by Austin.
Next pitch coming in from Austin. Here it is. In there for a strike, 0-2. Starting to get a little more bite with his fastball, with his curveball there.
Yeah. That one broke real nicely.
Ethan sets up on the outside part of the plate. See what he does here. That spun just a little too far outside. Got a 1-2 count for Mr. Hintz. Next pitch coming from Austin. Outside, 2-2.
If he would get it there, it looks like the Blues ready to call it.
Yeah, he's definitely jumpy back there. I'll give him that. Which you kind of like from time to time. I like a little excitement from the umpire. Little animation's always good. Lazy fly ball into left field as it drops in front of Will Walters for a single. 2 more runs score as we get to runners at first. So with 2 outs, a 2-2 pitch, he hits a lazy fly ball into left field, lands just in front of Will and out there in left field for a single. Runners at second and third score as Mr. Coran Coleman is coming to the plate.
You know, we got these 2 outs. We just need to get that final out for the inning.
Coran Coleman.
First pitch. Austin steps off. I'm trying to find the air as he throws back to first.
So I'm sure that came to a shock to the War Eagles to be down by 4 runs in the
top of the first
inning here.
I'm sure that is not what Coach Williams had in mind.
Yeah.
Tried to hold up his swing but could not. Goes around.
On a good-looking breaking ball.
Mm-hmm.
Got the outfielders playing kind of shallow. Just to make sure it doesn't drop in front of them. Austin is keeping the runner close. concerned about the speed. Austin, the base runners got a pretty good lead.
Mm-hmm. All the guys have gotten pretty good leads so far today. Foul ball, right side against the backstop. 0-2. Again, we have a little animation with the umpire behind the plate.
As long as he doesn't do a Frank Drummond from Police Squad.
That's true. And the pitch outside, 1-2. This is what Austin did just last batter. Kind of starts nibbling around instead of staying kind of bulldogish and going after him. Tries to hold up, checked his swing, and he did. So 2-2. The Westlake Lions. Where are they located from here?
They are in southwest Atlanta. They off of Campbellton Road. Campbellton Road.
Strike three, rings him up. Attaboy, nice pitch, Austin Brown, to get himself out of a jam.
So that completes the top of the first with 4 runs, 3 hits by the Lions as the War Eagles come up to bat.
All right, so we go into the bottom of the first here.
Looking to shorten the lead a little bit or take over the lead.
And avenge our last 2 losses have been kind of heartbreaking.
Heartbreaking by 1 run.
Yesterday was extremely disappointing.
Well, I had to step away and do some work. You know, it's challenging when you have to deal with a company that has a West Coast group as well when they start scheduling conference calls at 3:30 their time. But as I walked away, I saw the War Eagles had a couple hits. And then next thing I know, everybody was walking to the cars.
Right, down by 1. It pretty much happened just about that way. So made it rather interesting. Let me start this defensive setup for the Lions.
So for the Lions, at first base,
number 16,
T.J. Reese is there. At second base, number 3, Corinne Coleman. At shortstop, number 1, Malcolm Boyce, one of the speedsters. Third base, Jamal Williams. In left field for the Lions, Montre Boyce. Center field, Jamal Walton. And in right field, Brian Hintz. The catcher for the Lions, Terrence Johnson. And the pitcher, number 13, Tyler Wilcher. And there's a history between Terrence and Tyler. In Little League, Terrence used to catch Tyler sometimes. Yeah, those two have played together. Well, they played together when they were 6 years old up to, I think they were 8, and then Tyler was a year behind, actually stayed back.
I understand. Again, Landmark's needing to battle today. They've had a couple of disappointing games the last couple of games. If you're out there in the internet land, give us a text at 770-318-5364, or you can call us, although I need to find my phone. We will try to give a shout-out to those who are here and watching us and listening to us as the War Eagles are coming to bat.
Leading off for the War Eagles, the shortstop, number 5, Josh Nobles.
And we'll see.
I'm right as you go down the ramps. My truck's sitting outside.
And they've got the go sign now, so we're going to start the bottom of the first inning. Tyler throws a ball high to Nobles, leadoff batter. On the second pitch.
Down low, 1-1.
No, 2-0.
Excuse me, 2-0. Next pitch to Josh. 2-1. Pitcher's got an overhand delivery. Tall strapping kid that's on the mound. Looks like he's got a pretty decent fastball. Not sure. Breaking ball doesn't break very much, at least early in the game.
Well, it didn't break, and luckily it didn't hurt when it hit Nobles on the back.
I'm glad it didn't hit his bat. It looked like he could have had an opportunity to do that as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Now batting the catcher, number 24, Ethan
as Ethan Sewell steps in for the War Eagles with Nobles on first base there. We'll see how they play him. Like I said, Tyler and Nobles have known each other since they were 6 years old. So we'll see if he gets.
Wasn't personal, was it?
No, I don't think so.
Ball in the dirt, 1-0. Is Josh kind of, and for those of you, Josh signed his national letter of intent yesterday to go to New Mexico Highlands.
New Mexico Highlands, right.
So is he excited about that?
He's very excited about that. He's excited. He's going to be united with
outside corner for a strike, 1-1.
Their quarterback coach, Alex Mortensen, who's a Landmark alumni.
Does he feel like a little bit of pressure's off of him?
Yeah, he does. He does.
I think Brooks is kind of the same way. Brooks signed with Shorter University yesterday, Division II school, and then the Orr kid signed for cross country.
Right.
Which come to find out, I grew up with his dad. I didn't realize that. It didn't dawn on me until they were walking out of the gym yesterday. We had a little signing get together here at the school. He's off to the races. No throw. Ethan takes a swing, sacrifices a strike there to give his teammate a little extra time. With a 1-2 count, Josh takes second base as he's standing up. Next pitch to Ethan. Curveball.
Good breaking ball there.
Yep, as he snatches it and it bounces around the dugout like a pinball and then out into left field.
I tell you, Ethan did a good job of fouling that one off because that one broke pretty well and it was inside. So that would have been called a strike if he had held up.
Right.
You know, the sun is just cooperating right now. We'll see what happens as it gets later in the day here.
Right. 1-2 count to Ethan Sewell. Ball is high and outside. 2-2 count.
I'll tell you, it's a beautiful day. That flag is flapping a little bit in the wind. It doesn't seem too breezy, but you look at that flag and it looks otherwise.
It is blowing left to right. Curve ball. Ethan just a little bit ahead of that one as he pulls it for another foul to stay alive. 2-2 still.
As Coach Phil Williams gives batting instructions down there at third base. I expect Phil to be a little bit animated today.
Keep battling Ethan Sewell as he fouls another one off. Nice job. Good battling right there. We're chewing up some pitches from the pitcher and allows them to hopefully maybe exhaust their pitching staff a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
Not exactly sure of the bios on any of their pitching, but the kid that's on the mound right now is holding his own and doing a pretty good job.
I know that they don't have the same philosophy as Landmark, so I'm certain Tyler will not throw 130 pitches.
I'm sure.
As Ethan battles like a champ up there. I think he's fouled off his third or fourth one.
This is the third or fourth pitch, you're right. A little shout out to Mr. Baggett calling us from Arizona. Sorry I missed your call, Mr. Baggett. We were in the middle of getting things set up and going. But I do appreciate you checking in with us. Ball hit down the third baseline. Ethan is having himself a good battle right here.
Well, Ethan is loosening up pretty well.
Ethan's had himself a good at bat with, like we said, fouling off. That was his fourth or fifth ball that he's fouled. Next pitch to Ethan. Here it is. Outside corner, strikeout. As Ethan battled and battled with him, but the pitcher was able to sneak one past him there on the outside corner.
And we got
number 20.
No, that's Scott Smith pitcher. 20 Scott Smith. Yeah. So Scott Smith steps in. I don't know if this is a pitching change or what.
Number 20 Scott Smith.
Yeah, kind of caught me off guard there.
Or if Scott's the designated hitter.
He may be. Could very well be. That probably is. That's, yeah, because the DH has been batting in this hole for Coach Williams the last couple of games. 2-0 count. Ball in the dirt. Scott's a sophomore, correct?
Yes. Well, yes, he is. Yes, he is. I was talking to his dad yesterday. I guess his sister is a senior, and she's going to Australia to go to college.
Mm-hmm. A little high in the zone there, but the umpire calls it a strike.
I'm sorry, what's the count? I think I
be 2-1.
Thank you, sir. As Coach Phil tells him, never swing at a pitch like that,
right.
Questioning the call of the umpire.
You hear the tone here.
He moves the runner over.
So he gets an out. We got 2 outs now.
2 outs there. As Jordan Wren comes in to bat. Jordan's been getting a lot of respect from pitchers. A couple games ago, they walked him. Elka walked him last Friday. And we had a couple runners on.
First pitch to Jordan.
I don't think he'll see a walk today.
No.
I don't think they know. But I tell you, when you look at that last strike call.
Ball hit to Jordan. 2 hoppers. Jordan shows good speeds. He gets up the baseline. Misplayed right there at first base as he smart base run and continues on and ends up at second as Josh Noble scores. So we get 1 back with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Landmarks down 4-1 with Ben Baggett coming to the plate.
With runner at second base and 2 out, Ben's got a chance to get an RBI here, do a little damage.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little more damage. I think the umpire, that was an interesting gesture. He looked like he wanted to call it a strike and then pointed to the dirt.
First pitch to Ben, 1-0. Next pitch, fastball right-hand side to the first baseman. Plays it on the hop as he gets out number 3. So we get 1 back as we get ready to go into the top of the second. We leave 1 stranded as Westlake still has a 4-1 lead on the War Eagles.
So, yeah, it looks like Scott was the designated hitter because Austin comes back to the mound to start the second inning. As Mike going through his Caddyshack phase here with Loggins and Messina. Or is it Kenny Loggins?
Kenny Loggins is singing that. Again, if you're out there in Internet land, we appreciate Mr. Baggett checking in with us. Had a couple other texts, but you can text us at 770-318-5364. Or you can call us and be a part of the call-in show. If we have the opportunity to answer the phone, we'll be more than happy to do that. Again, we missed Mr. Baggett earlier today, but again, we know he's out there watching, and we certainly appreciate him as well as the missus. I'm assuming they're still out in the Arizona way. So
sure
if y'all don't mind, swing by New Mexico Highlands College, which is where Josh is going, and pick up a T-shirt.
As the Lions begin the top of the second inning with the catcher, Terrence Johnson.
For the Lions, the catcher, number 6, Terrence Johnson.
Terrence has had number 6 for a long time.
I need one more hand. Fly ball to left field. Will Walters is doing his best imitation of Ryan Klesko to catch it. It took him a second to get it circled up to get to it.
And then we start off at the top of the inning again. Top of the lineup for the Lions with Malcolm Boyce.
I hope that's right. Again, I can't read my own handwriting.
That's a good start to the second inning.
First pitch, could not hold it, went around, strike one. Pretty day, temperatures in the upper 50s here at Landmark. Ball hit the straightaway center. Jordan Wren takes a couple of steps to his right for the catch for out number 2.
So that's for Austin. That's the third pitch.
I think this is more along the lines that Austin was hoping to be able to go for, expecting out of his outing.
As Montre Boyce steps in for the Lions with 2 out and 3 pitches thrown by.
Fly ball, right field. Second baseman going back, right fielder coming in. Ball hits, lands for a single. I think there's a little communication breakdown between the two there. That could have been caught by one or the other, I believe, potentially. Number 2, Jamar Walton.
Jamar Walton comes in for the Lions.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Jamar Walton.
With 2 out and 1 on. Austin needs to make sure he keeps a good eye on Boyce here.
As he's gone on the first pitch.
And you're not going to kid him.
He was already there before the ball got to him. He had that, I believe he took that base on Austin. Strike.
Okay.
1 and be an 0-1 count.
Okay, he called a strike. Okay, I missed. As Austin checks the signs, winds up and delivers. Another strike inside.
0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes to Mr. Walton. 2 outs as Austin Brown's trying to make a much quicker outing for the second inning for himself here. Ball in the dirt, 1-2 count.
You know, you got to give Austin credit for battling. I mean, he's gotten to strike 2 on a number of batters, but
having a little trouble sealing the deal.
He's got to go in there. And he gets
he rings him up on that pitch there for out number 3.
Gets a little help from the batter.
Exactly. We're not going to argue the situation. We'll take it and run with it.
Well, the batter offered. Question is, how far did he offer?
I just lost my spot here.
So that ends. That moves us to the bottom of the second inning with the War Eagles still trailing by 3, 4-1. And Phil's having a talk with the right fielder.
Letting Reed know what's going on out there.
Yeah. Needs to communicate a little better.
Now, we play Pace Academy tomorrow here, correct? At 7 p.m.
At 7 p.m.
Are we playing after JV or something?
That's a good question.
Or did we just get a primetime game on NBC or something? Okay.
Sounds like they couldn't get here soon enough. So
we're playing in prime time tomorrow night. That's it.
Yeah. The West Coast. The West Coast needed us to.
West Coast wanted to make sure they were able to get the game online.
Well, this is what happens when you're streaming globally now.
That's true.
We're
still going for that international. We're close. We've got Mr. Baggett and them checking in with us from Arizona. That's pretty close to being international. But tomorrow night's game, Mr. Baggett, just in case you were out there, and I know you are, we play at 7 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow night. So you'll have an opportunity to catch a few more rays being outside before the game starts.
That's interesting. Now, Mr. Baggett, just let us know where you are, because there are parts of Arizona. I know Phoenix doesn't switch for daylight savings time. So.
Okay. Well, either way, they're still going to be Western Pacific. I'm assuming they're not Mountain.
I don't think they do. There's a time when they didn't.
Number 10, Seth Young.
As Seth Young, the second baseman for the War Eagles, steps in to lead off the War Eagle part of the second inning. Top of the second.
First pitch, curveball in there for a strike.
I think the umpire is going to have a conniption when he calls strikes here.
He looks kind of like one that we've had in the past that Strike two, 0-2 count. When I used to play a lot of tournament softball, we had an umpire that would get extremely animated. He'd almost run up the backstop making a call. Outside, 1-2.
Well, you know, you got to keep it interesting.
Next pitch coming in from Seth Young, for Seth Young. Curveball to the shortstop, two hoppers. He takes a step. Second baseman steps off the bag but has enough time to get back for the out. Nice play by the first baseman for concentrating to be able to get back on the bag as Nolan Bryant's coming to bat.
Nolan Bryant, the first baseman here, steps in.
Baseman number 22, Nolan Bryant.
Where are we in the lineup? Is this number 6 or 8?
We are at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, this is number off the end of the bat as the ball bounces past the second baseman into the outfield. Nolan rounds the bag to take a look going to second, but has second thoughts once he realizes, wait, that's me running.
Yeah, and he realized it didn't go that far
right.
into the outfield. So
exactly.
I think an underhand throw might have gotten him.
So Nolan's on for that would go down as an error for the second baseman, but nonetheless we got a base runner on, which is what we're needing.
As Reed Kemp steps in, the right fielder, with Nolan on first, one out the bottom of the second. War Eagles still trailing 4-1.
First pitch to Kemp, overhand curveball outside for a ball.
Wilcher's thrown his fair share of curveballs here.
Yes, he has. He has thrown a double handful up to this point. Can't be safe. I still worry at times kids at this age breaking stuff as much as they do. But
well, especially when you look at how big he is, you think his fastball would have a little bit of movement.
Coach Williams calls time as he wants to ask the field umpire about something. Not sure exactly what the circumstances going on. While we do have a little bit of a break in the action, just a general reminder again, we play tomorrow night 7 o'clock against Pace Academy.
And then I think we play again. I think it's is it Monday? We play Our Lady of Mercy Monday at 5 o'clock at Our Lady of Mercy. And
at Mercy.
And Tuesday we play at 5 o'clock again at Alexander.
Okay.
Alexander's in Douglasville, isn't it?
Yes, Alexander. They are a 5A or 6A school.
Okay.
They have a pretty decent little program. Called strike against Reed.
Yeah, Reed kind of stepped out there. I guess he thought it was a breaking ball. That ball just came like a locomotive down there.
1 ball, 1 strike. Nolan Bryant on first. Next pitch to Reed. Lined up the middle, dropping in for a base hit in the gap. He couldn't see it in the sun. Nolan runs coming to third. They're sending him. No. Reed is at second base. They hold him up there. As obviously with the sun like it was doing, the center fielder, Jamar Walton, lost it in the sun. The ball was hit into the gap. It would have been a base hit anyway, but then was able to take advantage of it because of the glare in the sun against it. And the right fielder had to come over to make the play.
As the left fielder, Will Walter steps in.
Reed picking up an RBI as Walters steps in. Walters got an opportunity for an RBI himself here as well. Ball inside, bounces off the backstop as Reed able to advance to third.
And the good news there from the double, Reed took off the force, and with the advance there, he's got 90 feet to home plate at this point.
Next pitch to Will Walters with a 1-0 count. Here it is. Outside, 2-0. Nice pitch by the pitcher.
Nice pitch.
Just off the black.
Not by much, though.
In for a ball. We'll take it 2-0. Next pitch to Walters. Fouls one off. Gets inside on him just a little bit. Is able to battle with it. Yeah, if where we have the camera set up, I hope you have a much better angle today without being shining through the chain link fence, but I'm not going to lie. When I walked upstairs under the landing up there and I glanced over, it about scared me to death.
Well, we got to thank Chuck Cusimano as Walters takes a
Ball inside, 3-1. Cusimano and his crack staff of maintenance guys.
I tell you, you put in a requisition of those guys, and before the paperwork hits the desk, it's done.
A lot of times it is. Next pitch to Will, 3-1 count. Ball up in the zone as Will draws a walk. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Landmark trying to get a little something going here.
Now batting the shortstop.
As Coach Phil gives instructions to Nobles with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. War goes down by 2 runs, 4-2. I had to double check. I'm looking at the scoreboard, and the reflection from the sun there made me think it was 4-3.
Would Coach Williams double steal here? Obviously not. Fly ball right field. Reed Kemp tagging at third. As the right fielder drops the ball. Will Walters rounds second. He'll head to third. As Josh has to hold up at first, because it looked like he was going to make a routine play. So Will got off the bag like he's supposed to, but didn't want to get too far. Unfortunately, not far enough. Will was able to advance to third as Josh is held up at first. So we got runners still on the corners, 1 out as we draw to within 1 with 4-3 with the Lions from Westlake still leading.
And that ball was hit pretty well, but as I always tease Nobles, it's WTP, warning track power.
That's right.
As Ethan steps in.
First pitch to Ethan is as we start the double steal.
Nobody
covers first on the rundown. I think it was a situation I don't know.
Well, it was, Nobles, looks like Nobles was trying to get, well, no, not with Walter.
Right.
Third.
That's why I'm saying. I would like to say that was set up as a play, Josh to get caught in a rundown and the runner on third break home. But unfortunately, in this case, I don't quite think that was the way it worked out. So, nonetheless.
Even though Will was a tight end for the football team.
Correct. So, we still have a no count against Ethan. First pitch coming to Ethan.
But a hit will bring in an RBI.
Mm-hmm. The old fake to third, fake to first. You got to love it. It's in every game.
So we still haven't had a pitch thrown to the batter yet.
That's true. This could be a record. Pitch out. Throw to second. Nobles is gunned down at second base. Nice throw by the catcher. Ball was up just a little bit. Get a little greedy maybe with the base stealing.
Well, I'm wondering. I guess Walters stayed there, so there was no advance by the runner on third.
That would be a ball on the count there. So we got a 1-0 count.
Okay.
Outside 2-0. Ethan still have an opportunity to tie this game up with 2 outs. A little baseball game. Ball in the dirt, 2-0.
3-0.
Oh, 3-0, my bad.
I'm sure Josh was not happy about being thrown out by Terrence since he and Terrence have known each other for years, and to have Terrence throw him out, he's probably a little upset about that.
I'm sure. 3-1 count as Ethan looks at one right down Broadway.
Because he will hear about it when they go to shake hands at the end of the game.
Next pitch. Curveball outside, 3-2. So Wiltshire gets behind early, but is battled back to a full count. So we got 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third for Landmark. Payoff pitch to Ethan. It's down low, and he walks him.
As the designated hitter, Scott Smith steps in for the War Eagles.
Please report to the press box, please. Marsha Burdette to the press box, please. Thank you.
Scott checks the signs from Coach Phil and steps in the batter's box. The pitch, way outside.
1-0 count to Scott. Scott pitched yesterday. Unfortunately, didn't have a very successful outing. Had a rough day. Have an opportunity to come back today and DH a little bit. The ball inside for a strike. 1-1 count. Scott thought it was a ball. Apparently the umpire didn't feel the same.
No comment. I don't think Coach Phil felt the same either, as he tells Scott to look down there at him as he gets the sign.
Ethan getting his lead off first. Outside.
I'm a little confused.
I'm doing the same. I'm not going to argue in that case, but I'm with you. I feel the same way. Next pitch to Smith, 2-1. Outside part of the plate, fouls it off, 2-2.
2-2 in the bottom of the second with 2 out. I would presume runners may be going.
Will Walters still at third base.
He's hugging that base, isn't he?
Yes.
He's not straying too far. Oh.
Strike 3. That gets him right there with a curveball. Nice pitch. Nice battling back by the pitcher. I need to be better on having my game.
Yeah, but the War Eagles pick up 2 runs in the bottom of the second, cut the lead to 1, 4-3. As we go into the top of the third.
We have battled back to get within 1. Austin Brown still on the mound for the War Eagles.
Everybody's still in place there. So, Mike, you heading out to the auto show this weekend?
Auto show? No.
Yeah.
I'd like to. That'd be kind of fun. I ain't been to one of those in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't been for a couple of years. I remember when they used to be $5 to get in.
Yeah. We've got a project going on over in Birmingham this weekend, so unfortunately I'll be in work mode all weekend. So
you can give us an update on
TJ Reese.
On Blake. If Mr. Wren is watching, I'd like you to text in here and let us know how Kyle did over the past few days. Are they playing tomorrow?
Auburn is opening up tomorrow against Vanderbilt.
Okay.
So it'll be their first SEC schedule, first SEC series. Of course, they're starting out with the number 2 team in the country, so God bless them. Good luck with that. But they play like they're capable of playing. They'll be right there with them.
As we begin the top of the third inning, number 16, the first baseman, TJ Reese steps in for the Lions as Austin Brown checks the signs and gets ready for the delivery.
Yeah, Auburn will be playing against Vanderbilt. Not sure. I was looking earlier today about who else was playing who. I can't remember who Tech's playing this weekend, but I'm sure we'll find that. We'll look that up and give that information here in just a little bit, along with some other kids are playing at West Georgia. Let's see, Dustin Brantley playing at West Georgia,
right,
and Tanner Bryant, all former Landmark alum. Tanner's playing with UAB, University of Alabama at Birmingham.
As TJ fouls it off for a second strike.
Yep. It's 0-2 count to TJ. Next pitch from Brown. Low and outside. Good pitch to miss with. Runs the count to 1-2.
Yeah, we like keeping track of our Landmark alumni and see how they're doing, not just football players, and baseball players.
Still low, 2-2.
So I don't know if Ronnie Bryant is watching out there. Let us know how Tanner's doing.
Tanner's in, I think Ronnie's in Florida still.
Okay. The 2-2 count to TJ.
Ball hit back up the middle. Two-hopper to Seth at second base. He tosses it over to Nolan for the out. Nice routine play for the infield there.
Good play.
Brings up Mr. Jamar Williams.
Now batting the third baseman, number 8, Jamar Williams.
Got one away against the Westlake Lions. Austin comes set. First pitch to Mr. Williams is the ball.
As you can see, the sun changing directions here and elongating those shadows, so you can tell it's going to be an issue later on.
And as the sun slowly starts to settle, the temperature will slowly start to drop.
We're holding steady at 55. As Austin.
Fly ball hooking foul to the right-hand side. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Top of the third inning. Ball is inside. 3-1. I think there's maybe a little crossed up signals there between.
Yeah, it looked that way.
Pitcher and catcher. Ethan sort of set up to middle to outside part of the plate, and Austin was a foot inside.
He battles back for a second strike there.
3 balls, 2 strikes for Austin. Next pitch. Fly ball right center field. Reed Kemp giving chase. Overruns the ball, comes up throwing. Holds him at first. As Reed just misplayed the ball just a little bit and overran the pitch, but was able to get the ball back in quickly to hold him to a single.
As the pitcher, Tyler Wilcher, comes in for the Lions with 1 out in the top of the third. One runner on first base, set up for the double play.
Runner goes without a throw.
It looks like Ethan had a little trouble getting the ball out of his glove there.
Mm-hmm.
But had he been able to, it looked like he had a good shot at getting that runner.
Fly ball, right field. Ethan gives chase and makes the out. Nice play by Ethan as he transitioned from the grass to the gravel right there. A little bit of a drop-off. Does make it a little confusing at times.
Yeah, you said right field. I was wondering where you were looking.
What did I say, right field?
You said right field.
I'm sorry, I meant right side. My mistake.
That would mean Ethan had a long run there. But, we needed that second out. 2 out, top of the third. Runner at second base on the steal. As Austin checks the signs from Ethan. Ethan sets up on the outside of the plate. Breaking ball a little high for ball 1.
One 1-0 count.
Very good breaking ball
nice
by
pitch.
Austin.
Nice pitch.
Made the runner swing and miss. Counts 1-1. 2 out, runner on second base here at the top of the third inning. War Eagles down by 1 run.
Got another strike across there. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second.
I don't think the batter liked that call.
Mm-mm. The Lions are still up by 1. Landmark is battling with them.
As Ethan sets up. Austin, the pitch, foul, and Nolan drifts into foul territory and makes the catch for the third out. So the Lions strand a runner at second base. War Eagles are still down by 1 run, 4-3, going into the bottom of the third inning. Here on a beautiful day in Fairburn, Georgia, 55 degrees. Want to remind everybody that the War Eagle Network will be streaming live tomorrow at 7 p.m. as the Landmark War Eagles take on our opponents from Pace here at War Eagle Stadium. So that was a good inning for Austin Brown as he was able to preserve the score, just being down by 1 for the War Eagles. As Tyler Wilcher warms up. And Jordan Wren, the center fielder, is in the on-deck circle loosening up here. So as far as the War Eagles, like I said, tomorrow, 7 o'clock Eastern, we play Pace. Monday at 5 o'clock, we play the Our Lady of Mercy Bobcats at 5 o'clock at their stadium. And then on Tuesday, we play Alexander at 5 o'clock again at their facility. So the War Eagles have a few games here where we can make up some ground. And the Our Lady of Mercy game is a region game. So Jordan Wren.
Sorry about that. Had a call-in participant. Wasn't sure who that was, so.
Jordan Wren steps in for the War Eagles. Takes a call, first strike on the outside part of the plate.
Let's see. Next pitch to Jordan. 0-2 count. 2 straight curveballs. Got a sneaky feeling that the pitcher's going to try to have something a little faster on the outside part of the plate on this next pitch.
Well, he went back to the curve.
Yes, he did. 3 straight pitches, and Jordan's down on strikes. As Ben Baggett is coming to the plate.
Now batting the third baseman, number 27, Ben Baggett.
You know, you got to give credit. That was a good piece of pitching by
very
by
good
Wilcher.
pitch. Mm-hmm.
But like you said, Mike, I'm concerned as well when these young kids, 17, 18 years old, are throwing this many curveballs.
Mm-hmm.
And Ben takes a first pitch outside in the dirt for ball 1. Now, it's not like we can take an inning off here. We need to get these runs and get them quickly.
Right.
Because we don't want a repeat of the last 3 games.
Well, because as you can see, the way Westlake played in the first inning, they are capable of striking quickly.
But give the War Eagles credit. We've held them.
Right, and battled back here. 3-0 count.
I know Ben would like something to hit, but you know we can use him on base.
Mm-hmm.
Any way he gets on there.
3-0 count.
And
Little up high in the zone, but 3-1.
you know,
Still another good pitcher's count on this next pitch. Excuse me, hitter's count. I am struggling today with the words. Next pitch, ball 4, as Baggett's on.
And Seth Young
Brings
steps
up
in
Seth Young.
for the War Eagles with 1 out, 1 on.
Second baseman, number
Here in the
10,
bottom of the
Seth
third inning.
Young.
You know, now I'm really beginning to wonder because I have not seen a Johnny as the bat boy for the last few games, Mike.
He was here last game.
Oh, he was?
The last home game, he came out a couple of times. He just kind of got lost in the shuffle. Ball outside away from the catcher as Baggett advances to second base, takes a wide turn.
And that takes off the force.
One 1-0 count to Seth Young.
As Coach Phil gives him the signals. Steps in, waits for the pitch.
Next ball's hit to the shortstop in the hole. Shortstop long throw, not in time.
Cannot get him.
As he pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And
nice play by the shortstop. Nice play from the shortstop, but he had a long throw to first base and was not able to get it there in time.
Forced Ben to hold up because he didn't know what he was going to do. He didn't want to run into a force. So Ben holds up at second there. And Nolan Bryant steps in.
As that ball bounces away from the catcher.
And the runners advance for the War Eagles. Runners at second and third with one out as the Westlake coach approaches the mound to settle his team down.
Yes, he does. He's coming out there. Kind of having a meeting of the minds here with Coach Phil talking to Nolan and the coach from Westlake coming out and speaking to the entire infield.
Yeah.
I think it was just one of those, settle down, fellas, and let's just get out of it.
And Coach Phil saying, drive the ball, Nolan.
Exactly. Nolan Bryant steps back in. One out, 2-0 count. Runners at second and third for Landmark. Landmark definitely threatening right here. Base hit scores 2. We can take the lead if Nolan gets a base hit right here. No pressure, Nolan, if you can hear us. Pitch low, 3-0.
And we got Reed Kemp in the on-deck circle.
I think Coach Williams is actually giving Nolan the green light here if he gets one to swing at.
Call strike.
He takes that pitch as a strike. That was not I don't think he agreed with the call there.
Well, and you know, Coach Williams is walking around. I don't know if he's walking around because of Nolan or walking around because of the umpire.
I think it's the umpire on that one. That pitch looked low. As Nolan turns, bounces it to the first baseman. First baseman turns, tags the bag, holds the runner, keeps anybody from advancing. Nice play by the first baseman. As Reed Kemp's coming to the plate.
That was a good play. As Reed steps in.
Now batting the right fielder, number 15, Reed Kemp.
Reed steps in with runners at second and third, 2 out in the bottom of the third inning. And he fists one.
Yep, over in the foul territory as he pops out to the first baseman. As that ends the inning for the War Eagles.
Leaves runners in scoring position.
As the War Eagles can't get anybody across as we're still at a 4-3 count as we go to the top of the fourth, and we'll be right back with you. And we're back with you here at War Eagle Stadium as the Lions are coming back out for the next inning.
Now batting the second baseman, number 3, Corin Coleman.
Sorry about that. Hit the wrong. First pitch to Coleman is a strike. As we're going into the top of the fourth inning, Austin Brown still on the bump for the War Eagles.
And that's a way to start off an inning. With
Yeah, struggled in the first inning, but has settled down since then. Of course, then I say that.
And he throws one
then
just a bit
right,
outside.
exactly. He throws one that almost into the landmark dugout there. So I'm not going to make a comment about anything else.
Austin winds up for the pitch.
2-1 count.
Low and inside. Closer to the plate than the last pitch.
Right.
He's working his way in.
That's right. 2-1 count. Next pitch from Austin Brown. Here it is. Outside, 3-1.
As Ethan goes out to settle him down. He started out with a strike and then threw 3 straight balls. So Ethan wants to talk to him and make sure he knows that he's got 7 men behind him there to catch any balls that come to their direction. Even though this is the time of the day, Mike, when the sun plays tricks on the fielders.
As he gets a walk, the way these guys run, you never can tell what to expect. So everybody needs to be on their toes.
Now by the catcher, number 6, Terrence Johnson.
Catchers due up now. As Coleman's at first, got pretty good speed. Johnson, the catcher, also decent speed. Is at the bat. First pitch as he squares to bunt.
Terrence is actually a pretty good bunter.
He lays the bunt down. Ben has no play but the one at first as
Oh,
the runner runs to third as we have no one covering.
And that's a great piece of base running there.
Base running, smart base running by Mr. Coleman. We did get the out at first, but we did not have coverage at third.
And Coach
Phil's wanting to call a little meeting at the mound, as I think that it's a little bit.
Now, Mike, who should have covered that if the third baseman came in? Was that the shortstop? Looked like he was covering second. So who should have covered third at that point?
Well, Ben made the play, so that should have been. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not real sure. I don't know if that would have been the pitcher's breaking forward too. That's a good call. I'm not real sure about that. Who to get upset with?
And Boyce comes in, the leadoff batter.
Malcolm. First pitch to Boyce from Austin Brown. Ball bounces to the backstop as the runner scores. They pick up another one back up, so now it's 5-3 the War Eagles. The Lions.
I wish it was the War Eagles.
Now batting the shortstop, number 1, Malcolm Boyce.
As the Lions are up 5-3.
Well, it's still top of the 4th.
Right.
Got a few more innings.
Ball in the dirt, 1-1. It just seems like that there's just a couple little things that just aren't clicking.
Yeah.
With Landmark a little bit out here. So he tries to bunt for a base hit. Bunts it foul.
Good thought, because the fielders were playing back. Mm-hmm. Third baseman's playing back. First baseman's playing back. So it was good.
Ben got here in a hurry. He'd had a shot at him, but it would have definitely had to be a bang play.
Yeah. Well, we know one thing. He's not going to bunt this time.
No, sir.
With a 1-2 count.
1-2 count, 1 out. Lions tack another one on. It's 5-3. Pitches outside, 2-2.
That one must have been high.
Next pitch to Malcolm. As he lines it down the right field side, down the right side, foul.
That was a good pitch inside, though. Malcolm just turned on it.
Mm-hmm.
Drove it foul. But that was a good thought by Austin. Mix it up a little bit on him. See if he can handle the inside pitch. 2-2 to the batter. 1 out, top of the 4th.
Next pitch to Malcolm Boyce. Here it is. Curveball hangs. Stays on the outside part of the plate. runs the count full, 3-2. Base is empty. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Malcolm Boyce at the plate. Next pitch, payoff. Stays alive, bounces one down the first baseline.
Once again, good idea to throw it inside. Malcolm turned on it. Turned a little fast on it and just, like you said, hit it down the first baseline foul.
Next pitch. Outside. Gets a piece of it to stay alive. Still 3-2.
There's a lot of activity here at the War Eagle complex. We got the girls playing soccer. The boys over here playing baseball.
Yeah, they had track practice stuff going on over at Thorne Stadium.
Yeah, I saw them running.
Next pitch.
Oh, good outside.
Outside part of the plate. Although if it just mirrored it, it almost looked like he was calling that a strike before it got there.
Well,
I'm not going to argue. I'm just asking a question.
Well, Mike, I think he, this umpire really likes calling strikes. And like I said, there was a couple times when he was calling strikes maybe a little prematurely.
Hits one down, foul off past first base. 0-1 count.
As they throw the ball in.
Yep. After the first inning, Austin's kind of settled down. He struggled first inning, couldn't quite find the strike zone. And then whenever he did, they capitalized on it. But since then, it's somewhat settled down. Got a few base runners on, but was able to get out of it.
Well, the last run was set up by just a great piece of base running. I mean, you really don't know how to – you don't know who the fault for that. I don't think it's anybody's real fault. The runner just saw that third base wasn't covered and
ball rose to the backstop.
And went for it.
2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Next pitch, here it is. Ball hit to Josh Nobles at shortstop. Josh does not get it across the diamond in time.
That was a speedy runner.
Yep. Again, the Boyce brothers definitely can fly. So Josh needed to really have a spectacular throw on that, and even with that, I'm not sure he'd still been safe.
Now batting the center fielder number 2, Jamar Walton.
Walton steps in.
Yeah, Jamal Walton steps in for the
runner at first.
And they call the
pitch out. Nice play. Not good idea right there. Trying something a little bit different. Pretty heads-up play by Ethan.
I think they got the message. That play looked a little like I remember a number 11 that used to be behind the plate there. Used to do that pretty regularly.
He would do it once or twice. Matter of fact, at Auburn this year, he's got 2 or 3 that he's back picked off first.
Really?
Yeah, he's already thrown out. He's thrown out 8 of 11.
He's run the count to 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1 count as he's off on the next pitch. The ball bounces past the second baseman into center field. He advances to third. Is they going to send him home? As the throw comes home, and he is.
Go tag him. Go get him. Oh, my goodness. Ethan did the swipe, but Ethan thought he got him. The umpire.
Ethan with the swipe tag apparently missed the runner. Good effort. Good effort on both parts. Good effort by Ethan with the tag. Good effort by the base runner to try to slide around the tag.
Ethan thought he got him. He sold, or at least he was selling it.
Typical throw down to second. Is Jamar Walton still at bat? Throws the ball down to second. The ball bounces past the second baseman into center field. Josh Nobles gives chase. As the base runner advances to third, as Josh is chasing the ball into center field, turns and throws the ball home, but not in time. As the base runner took off from second to third and never backed out of the gas.
I guess that is the count, 2-1.
Obviously a 2-1 count. So he bounces two-hopper to the third baseman, throws it across the diamond for out number 3.
But not before the Lions pick up a couple runs here. Makes the score 6-3.
Yep. As the Lions pick up a couple of more, it's like you said. As we get ready to go to the bottom of the 4th inning, Landmark's got a battle back here as they are down by 3. Line score at this point in time, the Westlake Lions 6 runs on 5 hits. War Eagles 3 runs on 1 hit. Both teams have had some other opportunities to score. Landmark's definitely had an opportunity inning or so ago. Had runners at second and third with 1 out, but could not score anybody. So as we are going into the bottom of the 4th inning, we are still facing a 3-run deficit as we've had folks coming in and out up here today. We got Mr. Randy McCurry making a little stop in up here in the press box with us this afternoon. How you doing, Mr. McCurry? Doing good. I can't believe you're out during tax season here. I got you. Randy McCurry is a CPA, tax preparer, accountant, financial guru guy in the southern area down here. A lot of folks use, so had an opportunity to stop by here and maybe catch an inning or so as we are getting ready to go to the bottom of the 4th with Will Walters leading things off. Randy couldn't help himself. He had to hit the buttons on the scoreboard as we got a 1 ball, no strikes against Will Walters. He lifts one to center field. He's struggling Walton was struggling a little bit with the sun, able to haul it in, but not till he got him on his horse just a little bit, heading back to the warning track. As Walters does give it a little bit of a ride, but not well enough as we get for out number 1. First pitch coming into Nobles. Nice job of hitting there from Wad. Ball high and inside, ball 1. As we are just past the halfway point of the ball game. Landmark's down by 3. Need to score a couple here just to
make it close.
Keep it interesting. I hate to try to have to get a bunch at the very end. I'd rather chip away at it and pick up 1 or 2 here and there. He hits one off the fist foul over the backstop. Runs the count to 1-1. One ball, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Noble stays alive, bouncing one over to the Landmark dugout. As we have he stays alive here again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
I was wondering where we got that 3rd chair from.
For Josh Nobles. Next pitch. He hits one to the second baseman. Second baseman off a funny hop. Picks it up and makes the play to first. Ball was hit hard right at him. Took a little funny hop there. He had to go up over his head to make the catch, but was able to regroup in time to make the out. So 2 outs for the War Eagles in the bottom of the 4th inning as Ethan Sewell's coming up to bat.
Now batting number 24, Ethan Sewell.
It looks like 13 is still, Wilter's still pitching. He's still up there.
Outside, ball 1.
And we've got one of the other dads that we'll talk to, Randy McCurry, whose son is playing at
He's at North Georgia.
North Georgia.
Out number 3. Ooh, that was close.
That was close. You leaving? You leaving, Randy? Well, we were going to talk to you.
He's more. He's got.
That's right. It's tax season.
He's got money. That's why I asked him the same thing. I said, "Dude, it's tax season. What are you doing here?" I don't know about that. We got Mr. Baggett and.
So how's Jake doing?
Good deal.
Good. Jake's doing well. Jake was our shortstop here he's a 4-year starter, wasn't he? He was 3-year starter here.
As we have a pitching change for the War Eagles. Now on the mound, number 20, Scott Smith.
As we go to the top of the 5th inning.
Go to the top of the 5th.
Pitching change for the War Eagles. Now on the mound, number 20, Scott Smith.
Yeah, Mr. McCurry just told me that Jake was playing center field, starting in center field. A little departure from the shortstop days.
A lot of schools, if you start seeing on the collegiate level, a lot of colleges sign high school shortstops and convert them.
Oh, really? Well, good
because
athletes,
the shortstops and stuff are considered by most as the overall best athlete on the field. So converting them to an outfielder or whatever, usually they'll try to get some big monster to play first and third that can hit the daylights out of it, and they'll take shortstops and convert them to second basemen and outfielders that can run. So,
I need to check the score because U.S. was playing Puerto Rico. Actually, they play at 7 o'clock tonight, right?
I believe so.
World Baseball Classic.
Take care, Mr. McCurry. Glad you stopped by. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Randy McCurry stopping in with us.
Marshall, you don't have your normal landmark big coat on today. What's going on? She's converted. That's a bad sign. For those of you who don't know, when you see Miss Burnett on cold days, she has a big landmark overcoat on. T.J. Reese steps in for the Lions.
If I had a North Chase trench coat, I'd wear it too. First pitch by Smith in there for a strike. Smith wanting to turn the tide a little bit from yesterday's. He had a rough outing yesterday afternoon at Padilla. Having the opportunity to come back today is Nolan Bryant.
And Scott gets over there just in the nick of time, boy.
Ball is hit to Nolan. Nolan scoops it up and tosses it to his pitcher to get out number 1. Picking up the pace just a little bit here for the War Eagles.
Now batting number 8, Jamar Williams.
As Scott comes set, likes to work fairly quick to the mound, to the plate. We have a monster gap in right center.
Yeah, we do.
First pitch to Jamar is a ball.
Yeah, to wonder if the sun's playing tricks now. You can see Scott shading his eyes, but also you see the shade and the sunlight coming through, so in different areas of the ball field.
Next pitch, foul ball. One ball, one strike to Mr. Williams. Again, Scott Smith comes in and relieves Austin Brown of his duties at pitching. Next pitch coming in from Scott. In for a strike, swing and a miss. One ball, 2 strikes.
Ran that ball in on him.
One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Next pitch from Smith, here it is. Rides it up top, trying to get him to chase it up the ladder, but he does not go for it, so we have a 2-2 count. Next pitch coming in. Smith gets set. Bounces it up there. Converts that pitch from 60 foot 6 inches to 59 feet 4.5 inches. Good place to bounce it, though, to get him to chase, but unfortunately he was disciplined enough to stay off of it. Next pitch from Scott. As he hits it back up the middle, a two-hopper. Scott steps and throws to first base over to Nolan Bryant for the out, so we got 2 down.
Nice, easy out there.
2 outs, top of the 5th inning. It's Mr. Wiltshire coming to bat.
The pitcher comes in.
Now batting number 13, Tyler Wiltshire.
So the War Eagles find themselves in a hole here, but Scott's trying to pitch them out of it.
First pitch, swung on, miss, strike 1. Nice job by Smith. He's coming in and going straight at him.
Yep, throwing strikes.
Instead of dilly-dallying, let's just go get it and be aggressive and see what happens. Next pitch, swung on, miss, strike 2. 2 pitches, 2 swings, 2 pitches, 2 swings, 2 misses, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no balls for the batter. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Nice little job, nice work done right there
By Scott.
Scott Smith coming in relief.
The bottom of the 5th inning.
First 3 batters that he faced, he gets 3 outs. 3 real simple, real easy outs. You like to get those and build for as a confidence builder and stuff for a pitcher. As we will break for the music, we'll be right back with you here in just a minute. We're back with you live here at the War Eagle Stadium as we got the Westlake Lions taking on the War Eagles from Landmark, with Scott Smith coming up to bat to lead the inning off for the War Eagles.
Leading off the inning, number 20, Scott Smith.
As we made the pitching change, ended up burning the DH. So not that that really means much to a lot, but now instead of someone batting for the pitcher will be hitting for himself. Next pitch to Scott in the dirt, 2-0.
Which shouldn't matter since Scott was the DH.
Correct.
So he's get a chance to help himself now.
Bottom of the 5th.
It's Tyler
2-1 count.
throw the strike down the outside corner.
Swung on and missed, 2-2.
Scott took a good cut at it.
Yeah, he definitely had visions of hitting it over the neighbors across the street. Next pitch stays alive, fouls it over the first base dugout. Still 2-2. Next pitch coming as we speak. Swung on, missed. Ball gets away from the catcher.
And he makes it. Scott makes it to first
Scott
base.
has a chance to and beats out the throw. Still goes down as a strikeout in the book, but he gets first base. So he's going to bring in a courtesy runner for the pitcher.
Entering the game is courtesy runner number 12, Brandon Wild. Now batting the center fielder, number 1, Jordan Wren.
So this could be a good combination. Tyler, good fastball pitcher, even though he's thrown a lot of curveballs today, and Jordan's a great fastball hitter.
As he starts to fatigue, I'm sure his curveball is not going to curve quite as much, and that fastball is not going to have quite as much zip on it.
As Jordan takes the ball inside.
Yep. First pitch inside, 1-0.
He's got to be smart on the base path here.
Jordan hits one off the fist. Double play as he tags, gets the force at first, and then throws down to second and puts the tag on the runner. Gets him tied into a double play there. Not exactly what Landmark had in mind.
I think Coach Phil's going to have a talk with the pinch runner about sliding in the second.
Just kind of he hustled down to second, but maybe could have given a little bit more effort. But nonetheless, double play for Westlake.
As Ben Baggett steps in.
First pitch to Ben's a strike, curveball.
We need base runners. As Ben swings a
strike two. 0-2 count. Ball outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Baggett.
I don't know. I think Coach Phil's rethinking the move, the dugout mojo thing. As Terrence calls timeout to go talk to Wilcher.
Landmark's had some opportunities today. Unfortunately, unable to capitalize on some of those to score some runs, hit themselves out of some situations.
They've left about 4 or 6 runners on base.
As we are in the bottom of the 5th now. Down 6-3. Ball outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ben. Next pitch to Ben. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Here it is. In the dirt, 3-2.
Ben held up on that one. That one broke.
Count is full to Ben Baggett.
That one broke a little early, so Ben had time to adjust to it.
Ben's a pretty disciplined batter, so I'm pretty sure he should be able to battle or takes the walk as if he done right there. So nice job. Nice piece of hitting by Ben. That a way to stick with it. Ends up working himself into a walk with Seth Young coming up to bat.
Yeah, Seth coming in with 2 outs and a runner at first in the bottom of the 5th inning. As Nolan comes out to retrieve the bat.
First pitch to Seth in the dirt, bounces past the catcher. Base runner advances up to second. Ben takes a wide turn, looks to see where the throw is. Yeah. Having a little bit of trouble with the glare. Some of these guys aren't accustomed to, obviously Westlake's not accustomed to the sun over here, so having a little bit of trouble with it. Need to take advantage of some situations whenever we can here.
Yeah, this is what's called home field advantage at that point.
Next pitch to Seth. Right down Broadway. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He might have been expecting a curveball from that.
Oh. And there was the curve that didn't curve.
But
it fouled off. It bounced off his bat. Foul tip. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Coach Phil has moved away from his coaching position and is down by the dugout there.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Ball hit to second. Second baseman comes up with it, steps and throws for out number 3. Landmark leaves one on deck on the base paths as we are through 5. War Eagles down 6-3, and we'll be back with you in just a moment. Leading off the inning, number 11, Bryant Hintz.
Bryant Hintz.
Top of the 6th inning.
Scott Smith on the mound for the War Eagles.
During the little commercial break here, we were getting some shopping tips in the press box from Miss Burdette. Because obviously that we were notified that Derek and I are fashionably ignorant. Of course, I said if I've been shopping for adult animals. Josh Noble's across the diamond, throws it low, gets past the first baseman. Nobody covering second base.
But the runner is not advancing.
Runner does not advance. As we end up, it goes E6 on the play.
Yeah, Nobles has had a tough time these past few days making the throw. It's
now batting number 3.
I know Coach Phil is a little frustrated, and he is too. But he's got to make those throws.
Nobody out. Throws back to first. I'm not sure which who's that's rougher on, the pitcher or the first baseman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's something you always kind of take a breath. And I'm not saying here, but that's, for years I've always, even in the bigs. First pitch, he's gone. Throws to second. Nobody covers the bag as the runner advances on to third.
This is looking pretty bad here.
Good throw to second base. Nobody was covering.
Yep.
Someone was supposed to have been covering second. Not exactly sure who was supposed to cover second. Under the circumstances, Coach Williams calling time, giving a little bit of everybody an earful. As Corin Coleman is still the batter with a 1-0 count. So we have a position change as Brandon Weil comes in for second base. Home field umpire relaying information to the first base coach, who relays it to his bookkeeper in the dugout. Runner at third on a miscue defensively for Landmark. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Runners playing, fielders playing up. Looks like they're anticipating the bunt. I don't think they're going to get
Ball
that.
outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch from Smith. Here it is. In for a strike. 2 balls. That would be a strikeout. Excuse me. Must quote. I'm looking at my scorebook wrong. That'd be a strikeout. Out number 1.
Now batting number 6, Terrence Johnson.
One out.
1 out. Batter calls time. Run down to the third base coach to ask a question. 6-3, your score. Top of the 6th inning. War Eagles slowly but surely starting to run out of time. Mr. Johnson steps in. Pitch from Smith. Hit up the middle.
Now that's a hit. Now that was a hit.
No opportunity to make a play at home as the hit and run works to perfection. He puts the ball in play, and they take home to add an insurance run, so it's 7-3, the Lions, with Malcolm Boyce coming up to bat.
Now batting number 1, Malcolm Boyce.
7-3 in the top of the 6th inning here.
7-3, top of the 6th inning. You're right, it's like Derek said, and War Eagles are definitely running out of time.
2 out, though, but Boyce is up, so they're going to have to play for the speed now. And then as Ben Baggett moves up on the grass.
See, loops one into left field. Will Walters gets it off a hop, tosses it back into the infield. As Boyce bounces one in there for a base hit.
This has been the theme of the War Eagles this day. 2 outs and then a hit or a walk. And
see what happens here with the speedy Boyce on the bag.
We've got to anticipate he's going to go.
2 outs.
His brother up to bat. 2 outs. And he
squares to bunt. Nice throw down by Ethan. Squares to bunt, misses the bunt, called strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at first.
Scott's looking in. Getting a sign from Ethan. Here's the pitch coming up. He's checking the runner.
As he's gone. Runner hits one into left field. Giving chase is Will Walters. And Will catches it for the out number 3.
And we needed that one.
Yeah. Lam Martin not looking very good on that particular set of inning there, but hopefully we can come in here and get a few hits and see what we can come up with from this point.
I don't even see where's Coach Phil. He's there he is. He's over there talking to some of the boys, trying to encourage them. As Coach Will, Adrian Williams, no relation, takes the first spot behind first base here as the Lions send Tyler Wilcher back out to the mound for the 6th inning.
Have to play the ever popular song, see what happens here, see if it helps change any of their luck. As we go to the bottom of the 6th. We've left on so far today. We've had what? We've probably had 5 or 6 runners left on base.
Yeah.
It's Nolan Bryant's coming up to bat.
Nolan steps in to try to get the rally going for the War Eagles here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Number 22, Nolan Bryant.
7-3, Lions are up on the War Eagles. As Nolan takes a vicious cut and miss, strike one. Tyler delivers a ball way outside. Counts even up at 1-1. Reed Kemp in the on-deck circle taking a few practice swings as Nolan checks the signs and steps in. With a pitch. And Nolan rifles.
Nolan hits one into right field for a base hit. Nolan staying hot. Been swinging a pretty decent bat here the last few games. Gets him a base hit. As Reed Kemp's coming up.
Now batting number 15, Reed Kemp.
Reed stepping in with Nolan on first. Nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning. War Eagles trailing.
Hits down the right side, foul ball.
Hits that one foul. After getting the signs, Reed steps in. Waits on the pitch. Ball low outside for Reed. Good discipline not to swing at that one. As Coach Phil gives him the signs.
1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. Loopy curveball that stayed loopy.
Good thing is he got the bat down for that one.
You see a lot of them do that. They don't pay no attention. That happens a lot. You see that at all levels.
Ball up high.
Ball up in the zone there. 3 balls, 1 strike to Reed Kemp. Reed looking for a ball to hit well.
As Will Walters in the on-deck circle taking some swings to warm up.
Yep.
Loosen up a little bit there.
Reed needs a good pitch to hit here. That ball outside for a walk. Pitcher's starting to show a little bit of fatigue here as we go into the bottom of the 6th inning.
He's thrown quite a few pitches.
Yep. Coach is coming out to talk to his batter, to his pitcher.
He's coming out to try to settle Tyler down.
He's thrown a lot of pitches here today. Will Walt. Yep. We got runners at first and second. We definitely have an opportunity right here. Just not sure what's going to happen here.
Looks like he's leaving him in, Mike.
Mm-hmm. I think he's going to give him one more batter, if I had to guess. Of course, I don't see anybody in the bullpen, so this may be his baby to do what he's got to do with.
Yeah, I don't know how deep their pitching is, but
now batting number 25, Will Walters.
Will Walters steps in for the War Eagles with runners at first and second, nobody out.
If Will can get another ball into the gap like he did a while ago, hits it deep enough to allow the runners to tag. As he took a home run cut there and missed.
It was a home run cut.
Yeah,
Right,
ball was up in the zone. It was above the letters. Lay off the high ones. 0-1 count to Walters.
He likes the high ones.
Next pitch to Will. Here it is. Curveball down low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, that 6'5" frame of Will's helped him on that one.
Mm-hmm. A line drive base hit right here.
May score 1.
Definitely helped the situation.
That curveball is still working for Wilcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Walters. Back-to-back curveballs from the pitcher. He stays outside with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He doesn't want Will to pull anything, but there's a huge gap in right center field.
Ronnie Bryant's checking in from Santa Rosa saying Will Walters needs a hit. We agree wholeheartedly. Ball is in the zone. In the dirt. Rolls to the backstop. Everybody moves up 90 feet. Runners at second and third. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Will. Three balls, 2 strikes to Will. Count is full. What will happen here? Will with a base hit up the middle. Nice job of hitting as they hold up Reed at third as we score 1. Nolan scores from third. Reed moves up to third base, so we got runners on the corners with nobody out. Top of the lineup coming up.
Needs to explode, son.
Now batting number 5, Josh Nobles.
Okay, well, that decreases the lead by 1 run there, moves the runners up. Runners at the corners for Nobles. Coach Fields tells Nobles to drive the ball. No sign needed for that.
Runners at the corners. I really don't think they have too much fear about Will stealing. So, unless that was just a courtesy thing. First pitch to Josh as he does the old. He's good at that.
Yeah, but
fake to third, fake to first.
Yeah, but he's faking with Reed Kemp at
not
third.
exactly 2 that would be. Ball off the fist to Josh. He turns, gets the out at second, but not in time to get the out at first. Another run scores, 7-5. We're still scrapping.
That's the first out of the
inning.
Now batting number 24, Ethan Sewell.
1 out. Ethan Sewell comes to the plate.
Goes down as a fielder's choice for Josh.
I think that makes him 0 for Thursday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tyler's going to try to keep him close as Ethan gets in, steps in there.
Pitch out. Wondering if Josh is going to go. I think he learned earlier. Is Ethan looking for a pitch to hit right here?
I think he better wait until he throws a curveball. And we'll see if Tyler throws a curveball this time. They want to keep him. They want to keep him on base. I don't know if he's going to steal. He needs to. We need runners.
Josh gets his lead. Pitch is up in the zone. 2 balls, no strikes.
Coach Phil tells Ethan, make sure it's in your wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm. Only a ball down in the zone that you can drive and hit hard. Next pitch to Ethan. Up 3-0 count.
War Eagles are only down by 2 runs here.
3-0. Base hit right here. We will at least have runners on the corners. If Ethan could get one in the gap, we could score. We could draw within 1.
And
as we have 3-1 count to Ethan. Bottom of the 6th inning. We're down by 2.
War Eagles are fighting. And
base hit up the middle for Ethan Sewell. Nice job of hitting right there.
Great job.
We got runners at first and second with 1 out. Scott Smith coming to the plate. Scott come in to pitch. As I think that's going to be the end of the day for
Tyler
Wilcher. I'm trying to find a song to play here.
So as the Lions get a next pitcher up to the mound there, I haven't seen anybody in the dugout, so he's going to have to take the full amount of time to warm up. And we'll see how that works for him. As Mike plays the Muppet song here.
The Phenomena song from the Muppets. Special request for Ronnie Bryant.
It's too bad we can't pipe that through.
That's true. Ronnie likes the Muppets, he said. It's one of his favorite things.
Well, a little known fact that Ronnie was the model for one of the guys up in the balcony there. One of the old guys in the balcony.
Oh, me. Actually, I'm not sure if that was Ronnie or if that was Pops. That may have been closer to Pops Bryant. Pitching change. Number 18 is now pitching for the Lions, and I'm not sure who that is.
That's 7:25 here in Eastern Time Zone. My phone is saying that the temperature just dropped to 54. I think it's a little colder than that up here because I'm starting to shake a little bit.
We're getting threatening text messages on the phone here because of the balcony guy reference. So
at least we know he's paying attention.
That's true. That is very true.
Which is why I don't give my phone number to Ronnie Bryant. Actually, I think Ronnie does have my phone number.
So we are getting ready to – pitcher's going through his full –
You need the theme from Love Boat. That's what you need to play about.
Yeah, I was meant to get that downloaded, and I forgot. I'm not sure what the home plate umpire is doing right here, but
let's clean off the plate for
I guess so.
Scott Smith, who's going to step in now.
He's still now batting for the War Eagles. Number 20, Scott Smith.
So Scott steps in with one out.
One out
at first and second.
We're down by 2. We got runners at first and second. Tying runs on first. Go-ahead runs at the plate. First pitch to Smith. Up in the zone, 1-0.
Yeah,
nice.
you got to figure this guy hasn't thrown any pitches. You got to make him throw a strike.
Right. Well, and the thing is, you got Scott in the batter's box. He's 6'9", it seems like. He's got a humongous strike zone. Still up in the zone, 2-0.
I tell you, Blue jumped like he wanted to call that a strike, didn't he?
2 balls, no strikes for Smith. Runners at first and second. Runners get their lead. Ball outside to the backstop. Everybody moves up 90 feet. We got runners in scoring position. Tying runs at second.
3-0 count to Scott.
Yep. Next pitch coming to Smith. Here it is.
Ball outside.
Ball outside. He walks. We've got him loaded with 1 out with Jordan Wren coming to bat.
Could you write a better script?
Now batting number 1, Jordan Wren.
Jordan steps in. Fouls the first pitch back.
Oh. First pitch foul back. Sorry about that. Trying to relay some information. The seniors from Landmark are taking a senior trip to Washington, D.C., and there's a couple of them that have text asking some input updates about the game.
Need to find out from them because I read an article that they were going to cancel the White House tours.
Well, they're supposed to fly up tonight and be.
As Jordan, the ball gets by.
Josh Nobles comes in and scores. Everybody else moves up. 7-6 War Eagles. Nice job of base running right there. Heads up play. Jordan saw the ball roll to the backstop, hollered at his teammate, told him to come on.
As Mike said, everybody moves up. War Eagles are down by 1. And they walked Jordan. They intentionally walked him.
They put Wren on. Unbelievable.
Now batting number 27, Ben Baggett.
So the bases are loaded for Ben Baggett now. I think the Lions were thinking that they were going to go for the force, but, Ben's up there with the different intentions. And we go
Ball up the middle.
and slow rolls and Ben beats it out.
Tying run is scored. Josh breaks up the double play at second base. Nice heads up, good hard slide by Jordan Wren at second base. Nice piece of base, good piece of base running right there. As we score the tying run, we're tied up 7-7. 2 outs, runners on the corners for Brandon Wild.
Brandon Wild steps
Now
in.
batting number 12, Brandon Wild.
The base hit will definitely put the War Eagles in the lead here. As Ben gets a little bit of a lead,
Yep.
forces the pitcher to step off the mound. He regroups, checks the signs, goes into the windup. And Brandon takes a strike on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. In the War Eagle bottom of the 6th. Tied 7-7.
Yep.
Curveball outside. Catcher does a good job keeping that in play. That runs the count even at 1-1. Runners don't advance, so they're still at the corners with 2 out. And Brandon hits one.
Ball hits to second base.
Base.
Gets the force to end the inning.
So the War Eagles score 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th. Tie the score up 7-7. As Mike is taking a trip back to the 70s.
I'm playing this for Derek. This is off Derek's iPod.
Yeah, right.
Just wait. I'll play Stevie Wonder here in a minute or something.
That's right. You can play Stevie Wonder.
I got Soul Train's top 100 songs.
From what years?
1968 to 1975.
Yeah, that's my kind of music. You can play that.
We go to the top of the 7th inning. Score is tied. Landmark has battled back.
And I think we're at the middle of the Lion lineup here. As Scott's warming up here, top of the 7th. War Eagles did a good job of scoring some runs. We left 2 on base.
See what we can come up with here. Jamar Walton be leading off. They got their number 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up this inning. Walton, Reese, and Williams. Skies one into center field. We back the bases up to 120 feet. Ethan's got them gunned.
Leading off the inning for the Lions, number 2, Jamar Walton.
I thought Jamar was number 6. Number 2? Number 2, Jamar Walton.
Right.
Okay, I thought Walton was 6. Okay.
No, that's Terrence Johnson, the catcher.
Right.
Hey, you scared me. I'm thinking, wait a minute now.
8.
Top of the 7th inning. Walton at bat. Landmark needs to hold right here and come back to the bottom of the 7th and score. See what we can come up with. First pitch, Walton sees. He hits into left field for a base hit. Jordan comes up firing back into the infield. T.J. Reese coming up to bat.
Now batting number 16, T.J. Reese.
We have a substitution in left field, but I can't see the number from here. A defensive replacement, nonetheless.
Yeah, the sun is gone.
Yep.
Sun is.
We definitely have no shadows to worry about now. First pitch from Smith is down low, 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the 7th.
War Eagles battled back in the 6th.
Yes, they did.
Trying to hold them in the 7th. Runner's going.
Ball goes to second. Brandon looks at second, not in time to get the throw, goes on and throws to first to get the out. As we got 1 down, runner at second with Jamar Williams coming up to bat.
Now batting number 8, Jamar Williams.
So the Lions have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Williams up to bat.
As Scott looks at the signs, checks the runner, and delivers.
Ball, Nolan Bryant makes the play.
That was kind of.
Not sure what happened there. Did he call him safe? Umpire, Coach Williams calls time.
Looks like. So it looks like I thought Nolan got him with the foot, but then he came back and touched the base with the ball.
As umpires are meeting, as Coach Williams comes out and asks for help.
The fans are getting on Blue a little bit, trying to explain his position.
I think I'm not sure that. Coach Williams has the ability, and I think the home plate umpire is wanting to kind of reason the situation here. I'm not exactly sure the circumstance. It was a bang-bang play.
And they call him safe.
They call him safe. Runners at the corners. Looks like Westlake's going to make a change in the.
So is that
going to take a change in the lineup?
Is that no out now? Is it still? Okay, all right.
Yeah, 1 out.
1 out.
1 out for the Lions. Runners on the corners as they have a pinch hitter coming up. I'm sorry I don't have the roster up here with me. Number 20, batting from the right side. He stands in. Runner advances. We got runners at second, third. He moves up with no throw. Runners at second and third. 1 strike, no balls, 1 out.
So Scott's going to have to help himself out with.
The batter steps out. Home plate umpire cleans the plate. Batter steps back in. Smith toes the rubber from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fly ball right side. Reed Kemp there. Reed gets the out. 1 run scores. Both runners tag. Runner at third scores. Westlake takes the lead, 8-7. Nice job right there. Number 20 comes in, does his job, gets a sac fly, hits the opposite way. Did exactly what he was asked to do.
But that does score the run as Brian Hintz comes in for the Lions.
Does score the run, gives the Lions a 8-7 lead. Runner on third with 2 outs. First pitch to Hintz. Fastball right down the pipe for a strike.
Scott gets the signal from Ethan. Checks the runner and delivers.
Fly ball. Short center field. Second baseman Brandon Wiles there to make the catch to end the inning, but not before they put one more up as we go to the bottom of the 7th. And Landmark's down by 1. They got a battle right here in order to get that 1 run back. We got to get 1 to tie, 2 to win.
Yeah, I tell you, these 1-run games at Landmark make me bite my nails.
Do wonders for your blood pressure, huh?
Good thing I took my medication before
That's
I got
right.
here, let me tell you.
If it does your nails, then that means your manicurist is going to be highly upset. So whenever you go for your facial on Fridays. Fridays is facial day for Derek.
No. Well, it's the day before I get my bikini wax. So.
Oh, me. Landmark has had some struggles last few games. Been some just some nail biters and some unfortunate sets of circumstances that have occurred.
Yeah. But you know what? This is the time when the Landmark boys have to show some character and battle back.
We're going into the bottom of the 7th as we've got Nolan Bryant leading off the inning. We got 7, 8, and 9 batting in the inning here for us to get back to the top of the lineup. Although Nolan's been swinging a good bat, we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen here. Looks like the Lions are making a few defensive adjustments, as there's been several changes here as we have several different position players playing in different spots. Have a new catcher.
Oh, yes, we do. I didn't even notice that. Stepping in now for the War Eagles, number 22, the first baseman, Nolan Bryant.
Bottom of the 7th. Pressure's on. Need base runners right here.
We need them badly. Good news is we only need 1 run.
Next, we need 2.
Well, yeah, we need.
We'll take 1 to get free baseball. Nolan Bryant hits 1 into left field as it's hooking a little bit right to the left fielder. 1 pitch, 1 out. Nice. Hit the ball pretty well. Just got up underneath it a little bit.
And hit it right.
Obviously not the things that they want to do. Want to hit the ball on the line, but still not a bad ball.
Now the right fielder, number 15, Reed Kemp, steps in. Reed's hacking
First
away,
pitch.
and it looks like it's going to drop. Oh, no. The right fielder comes up, and he catches
2 pitches, 2 outs. Will Walters re-enters the game to come to hit for the War Eagles.
Now batting number 25, Will Walters.
He's just telling Will's just getting everything straight with the umpire, telling him that he's re-entering the game in his original spot.
Two outs, bottom of the 7th inning for the War Eagles. Will can't get on, this will be the last opportunity for the night. Hopefully we can change up some stuff here. Ball outside, 1-0. Will's a big target. Swings the bat pretty hard. Let's see what happens here. Takes a home run cut but misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Landmark's down by 1.
Here in the ninth.
Strike 2 for Walters.
Will takes another cut.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs for Walters. Pitcher settles in, gets a sign, kicks and fires. Inside, 2-2.
If Walters can get on, we're at the top of the lineup with Nobles, Sewell, and
Smith. 2-2 count to Walters. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. To end the ball game for the War Eagles as they lose another nail-biter.
Another heartbreaking 1-1 loss. That's 4 in a row, Mike. 4
as they are
in a row.
Bottom of the 7th, coming up short as the Lions tack on 1 at the top of the inning. Your final score here from War Eagle Stadium: the Westlake Lions 8, the Landmark War Eagles 7. Landmark plays tomorrow at home against Pace. Mark your calendars for it. We appreciate you guys out there in internet land paying attention and tuning in to us today. Hopefully we have a good crowd tomorrow. Tune in tomorrow. We play tomorrow night at 7 p.m. We'll be on prime time tomorrow night. So mark your day timers for make sure you're not late for the games. If you tune in at 5, we won't be here. So once again, Landmark comes up short tonight, 8-7. We'll be back tomorrow night against Pace. For Chaffin Young on the controls, Derek Nobles, I'm Mike McKinney. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we will see you guys tomorrow. We'll be getting on. We'll be tuning in and getting started sometime between 6:30 and 6:45. Until then, you guys have a good night. Thanks for tuning in.